I do feel like when I was on TSR, That's So Raven, I felt like boys watched the show because I had big boobs. Like
Really?
I feel, yeah, I do. I feel like
Not
that
'cause
was
you
the
were
case.
so funny.
No, I feel like they came for the boobs. They stayed for the comedy, but like,
Oof, is that a chapter? Because
That is a chapter title. Seriously. They came for the
I'm
boobs.
coming and I'm staying.
That's a really... Michelle Buteau, welcome to
Wow.
Tea Time.
I was like, my life?
Yes.
Am I going to get my life?
you're gonna get your
You're gonna
whole
get your
life.
whole life right here.
What's behind door number 2?
Clothes.
Don't
That's
go
clothes.
in there.
Got
Lots of
clothes.
clothes.
Okay.
Welcome. We are so excited to have you here.
Thank you. I'm excited to be had.
You are...
A genius,
You're wonderful.
smart.
Oh my God.
So we have to do our research,
Talented.
right? When we have somebody come on, but you
It's
were-
minimal. Don't worry about it.
It is.
Wow.
It is minimal. It's minimal usually, unless something connects, and I'm like, "Ooh, tell me more. Tell me more." I wanted to know all the things about you. I wanted to like be your friend, know the things, buy you gifts.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I saw them outside and I was like, oof. They know how to get down like I get down.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was for me.
These are for you because I did my research, and I want you to feel like you're very welcome, very comfy, very cozy. You want to come back, be our friends, but these are for you. Open them up. Go
Thank
for
you.
it.
Can you talk to my mother-in-law? This is...
Can you talk to mine? I understand. It's a thing. She loves York peppermint patties.
You know that was my favorite dessert as a kid.
No.
When I went to the movie
really?
theaters, I would only get York peppermint patties. And when you brought them, I was like, how does she know? I did not know.
But you don't like mint.
No. That's different. That's a different
It's
kind
a
of
different
mint.
kind of mint. I just want a little bite-sized situation. And you know what? It's so great because it's dark chocolate, but not too dark.
So some
You know,
antioxidants.
that sounds like... I know. It sounded like I was going to go somewhere
We
else.
like all the colors. Don't worry
You know
about
what I
it.
mean?
We like all the colors.
Like, look, I'm an equal opportunity hoe when it comes to chocolate. But I'm just saying, look, it's nice and my kids don't like it. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to
Yeah,
share.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's what it is.
Understood.
You gotta like the things that your kids don't like so you can have all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about York peppermint patties,
Ooh,
Yeah.
come on,
They
Mall Cop.
are-
You got a segue for this.
I know.
You got a segue for this.
Where is she going with this?
I got you ready.
I think you're going
York-
to New York.
No.
Oh, that's where I would go.
New York peppermint patties, round,
Oh.
Oh.
circular.
Oh, you bet to the chat.
Okay.
I just want to say that before my wife and I got married and she was like, there's certain reality shows you have to watch, I was addicted to The Circle.
Oh my God, thank you.
I just want to know the experience of a host of a show like that.
And how much
Yeah.
money you made.
Because
What?
because here's
Come
the thing.
on. Are you my accountant?
Yes. Surprise. Because my goal in life is for Raven and I to host the lesbian version of Love is Blind.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that.
And there are some
Why is
issues.
that not happening?
Right. My
Well,
question exactly.
we have
this
some
is,
ideas why.
This is their issue. No, this is for real. Their issue is they don't know how to do the house reality element with people of the same sex, which I understand, right? They think all the lesbians under the roof that see each other are going to fall in love with each other instead of the ones that behind the wall.
happens.
But I'm like, that's not fair. It's kind of like saying that a man and a woman can't have a platonic relationship in my
Yeah.
head, because I think that lesbians can be friends with other lesbians.
Yeah, I think also essentially that's like misogynistic.
Yeah.
You know,
It
that's just like that everything is under some sort of like male gaze, and it's just like stop.
It's
Because
big
you know
time.
we don't want to fuck everybody. We can just actually just look at a person
That's
and
what I'm
decide whether we want to
saying.
even get to know them.
Yeah.
So I'm so over that shit. I mean, you know, one of my best friends is a guy. I create a character for him, about him, in my show Survival of the Thickest Khalil.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so funny because the notes I kept getting when I was creating this show was, but when do they hook up? When does the Ross and Rachel thing happen? I'm like, never.
Right.
He finds love. She finds
finds
love.
love.
They're best friends. They check in.
It's hard to believe that. It's
Oh my
hard
God.
to believe
I'm
that.
just like, what?
There has to be something wrong, or it has to
Yeah.
have that. And it's like, no, it does not.
But it's also on men to create more safer spaces for us to exist as well, you know, so we don't always feel like we're walking into a Diddy party, you know, like it can't be
shit.
our fault. What were you wearing and why were you out after 10 p.m.? It's like, I get to be.
Yeah.
That part.
I get to express myself, and I should
That part.
feel safe. So, you know, it's like, what am I at the TSA? I'm ready to unpack.
No, what I love is that you're a boy mom and you still have these things, and I can only imagine
Until he
what your
tells me
boys
otherwise,
yeah.
because mama's out here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
exactly.
just like, these are just two beautiful souls walking in the world, and however they want to express themselves or identify, that's up to them, not me. You know what I mean? So I'm just like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? And I understand that shit's a reflection of us, especially parents, but I'm just like, manners. kindness, thoughtfulness.
The base, the
Yes.
foundation.
Yes. You know?
Yeah.
Put your hand in that pot.
Really?
Yeah, so here's the deal. You're going to pull something out.
Oh.
There's going to be a topic
Okay.
or a word or whatever, and we're going to talk about that thing for a minute.
Okay.
And then we're going to see how we can circle it back to all the other things. 'Cause
Oh my
we're
God,
just
it's in there.
We're just circling back, you know?
Oh my, wait, is it just more than one?
Yeah,
there might
there's
be
more
like,
than one.
there's like so many.
Yeah, there's so many in there.
There's like a million choices.
it?
like this is random.
Like,
You
what
gotta
are
tell
we?
me Santa's not
like,
real
what
too.
are we talking?
What does it have many
Michelle, what are we talking about?
boobs?
boobs.
Or boobs?
I want to talk about boobs.
I don't know if this is my coming out party, but I just got my second breast reduction this year.
Welcome to the team.
Yeah.
How
Got
was that for
one.
you?
The first one was wild because nobody else was like really doing it,
Yeah.
you know, except for like Soleil Moon Frye, and that was like it. I really don't remember much except for it was like painful.
How old were you?
20,
Okay.
and I'm 47 this time.
I had my
did a lot of
first breast
stuff.
reduction at 15.
Oh my God.
I was a
Traumatic.
triple D all the way down to a B.
Yeah, I was a triple D and then the G.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Did you decide you wanted to do it, or did someone say, "Hey,
Someone said I needed to do it in order to get a show.
to get a show"?
It's going in my book. At the same time, I was like, if you're going to take my boobs out, I want a lipo.
Yeah,
I was like, 1 for 1, bro. Let's go.
yeah,
And yeah, it's different because when you gain weight, those boobs come back no matter what.
they do.
They come right
It's in
back.
the DNA. They just come back.
So, do you have an anchor scar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If those that don't know what we're talking about, when you have
Yeah.
a breast reduction, underneath the areola, they make a little incision and then they come down straight underneath the boob and then like fillet you from the bottom.
Yeah.
And it looks like an anchor.
Because they
Yeah.
reduce and lift.
And what I found now, and I still have scars inside,
Scar tissue?
scar tissue,
Yeah.
and I have to get it cupped.
Massage.
I get it cupped. If you ever need a good cupping system to help
interesting.
break up that energy, you don't
Yeah.
live here, but that helps a lot.
got you.
Yeah.
Good.
Are you happy with it?
I'm really happy with it.
Good.
Yeah, because all the women in my family have really big boobs, and they're so uncomfortable, and they keep saying, "I am comfortable," and they have this big knot at the top of their spine, and I don't want that, you know. I want to move and be free and feel like I'm in my body, and I really do now. And you know, I think the hardest part for me was slowing down, because I did this movie with Alana Glazer called Babes, and it was premiering like 2 weeks after I got the surgery.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I just like strapped on a bunch of
Yeah, all the apparatuses. that
yeah,
come-
and then just
And there
did
was a lot
press.
of like boob energy in that movie, including the fact that your boobs were voiced by
Whoopi
our
Goldberg.
dear friend Whoopi.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoopi played boobs? That makes sense.
Those boobs.
Yeah.
Whoopi was
that makes
those
sense.
boobs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun. Life is wild.
Yeah.
Life is
Like,
super
how was
wild.
your day? Pretty fucking great.
Whoopi just talked through my boobs.
There is this, I'm envious as fuck, but this beautiful embracing of the body now
Yeah.
that I didn't get as a young girl.
Yeah.
And I think that you are paving the way in so many ways
Survival
for
of
the, for the
thickest for sure.
actresses.
Yeah.
For the actresses.
Thank
How
you.
does it feel to carry that on your shoulders?
I mean, it's harder to carry these titties in the patriarchy than it is to show up with love and light and be like, you are enough.
Yeah.
Because I want to create the set that I never had to work on. Because, you know, I'm spending more time with these people than my family. And so when people say you are the company you keep, to me, it's not just friends. It's like who I'm working with.
100%.
So now that I get to decide who's on the call sheet, it's like there's rules. There's no yelling. You can say what you got to say. If you want to yell, go away, yell in a room and come back.
Take us back.
I would love to.
Little Michelle.
Oh my
Where are
God.
you? What are you doing? Who are you when you're
What
like in
in the
fourth
Barbara
grade?
Walters is going on right now?
I'm sorry.
We want to know.
I'm just a white woman trying to interview you.
LOL, bitch. I was not ready. Not with the fake freckles. I can't. You can't have real questions with fake freckles.
I
This
know.
is too much.
It's really contradicted. I get it. It's confusing.
Oh my God. Little Michelle, like how little?
5.
Yeah, like 5 years old. Where are you
5.
living?
Okay.
What are you doing?
That's so interesting because my kids are 5 now. I am the only child. I have always been very independent. I used to lay my clothes out the night before school. I used to wake up early in the morning. I had an alarm clock and make my own breakfast.
Wow.
I learned how to cook. Well, my grandma taught me. My grandma Mavis. I named my character after her because she was my person. I think you have more than one soulmate. You don't have to like be in love with them in the way that we think. They could just be like someone in your family or that you met. That's Mavis for me. Yeah, I would like make little magazines and just try to. I was like a community organizer for no reason. I was probably very annoying, but yeah.
And this was in Jersey?
This was in Jersey. Yeah.
Were you the lightest one on the block?
I was. And also being Jamaican and Haitian, it really blew people's minds. And, you know, I think by the time I was 8, I was like, colonialism. Look it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like telling teachers. This is like, how you not know, sis?
Did you find it necessary to overcompensate for the color of your skin with all the information?
Yeah, I've had phases, you know, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy for them because I'm like, that's part of the journey too. You know what I mean? But also being Caribbean and knowing that, because when people are like, you don't look Jamaican, I'm like, have you ever been there? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, so you just know what you see in Brooklyn or on TV.
Exactly.
And that's not so. And so like, I always felt like very Caribbean American. But I really had to like figure out my vocabulary and, you know, how people saw me. And, you know, it's very interesting to have to put that on a kid because you're always being told and overcorrected, like, do this, do that, stand here, don't stay like that. But then also to add, you know, the way you look on top of it, you're really, I became my own advocate, my own lawyer. And I think that's probably why I started stand-up because I went to so many different schools too. And it's just like, I was so done explaining who was white and how it worked, how history worked, that I was like, you know, I just came up with like one-liners, you know?
I love that. Were you doing stand-up in school? Did you find an outlet there? Or you did it once you became an adult?
Yeah, I was really shy. And then I had sex and then I was not shy.
Yeah.
And I was like, you gotta listen to me, motherfucker. That's why sex is good. Y'all should be having sex.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Holidays on the house at DraftKings Casino.
With this season's offerings, you'll unwrap everything on your list. Exclusive games, huge jackpots, and exciting rewards.
DraftKings is offering a warm welcome to new players with $100 instantly in casino credits with just a $10 wager.
Plus, everyone can get in on the action with a holiday reward every week.
So, sign up with the code TEATIME because the holiday cheer is here.
Only on DraftKings Casino.
Gambling problem?
Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org.
Please play responsibly.
21 plus.
Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only.
Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only.
Opt-in required.
Casino credits are non-withdrawable and expire in 168 hours.
Terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos.
You've been writing for a long time, and sometimes, and I'm speaking from personal experience, if you do something for so long, it kind of becomes a chore.
Yeah.
However, you did write a new show, and you are one of the first female comedians to perform at Radio City.
Not one of the.
Well, there's been many performances, but no one's filmed there.
No one's filmed there.
Like that.
Yeah.
And so when you were writing this special that's coming out
New Year's Eve.
That
I know. And that's December 31st.
there it is.
That would be winter.
That's winter. But the TV show comes out
In the spring.
Yes.
We know. You got so much shit for us to keep track of in these seasons. Go do that.
But my question for you is, with all of that surrounding the expectation of success, the fact that you're the first to film there, was it a chore to write that series, or was it freeing?
I'm going to be honest with you, and I might cry.
Oh, hi.
I don't have those expectations because you did that already.
Don't look at me in the eye. I'm not good at emotions.
But you
That's why
did
I'm
it.
on single camera.
I know. But
I don't like emotions.
Like you really walked so we could fly.
Thank you.
I'm having fun.
Good. I'm glad you are.
And we all should be having fun at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, no, I just write to write. And I love to.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's why I bring it up so much. Are you serious? Like, are you serious? Like, are you fucking serious? Like, come on. It's insane. And I can't even imagine because even like the emotional labor and just straight up fuckery I have to deal with as a 47-year-old fully realized woman in a loving relationship with 2 parents and 2 kids, and people are still trying to fuck with me, and I'm like, what? Gaslighting, the love bombing, the all this shit, and I'm just like, I don't even know how the fuck.
I'm writing a book.
Yeah. Yeah. Gots to. My friend Phoebe Robinson gave me some advice that somebody told her when she was writing her book. Write like everybody you know is dead. You could always go back and edit if you feel uncomfortable, but you gotta let these motherfuckers know.
You gotta let them know. And, you know, this isn't about me, this is about you. But I always said when in my interviews, you know, these women were the ones that stuck their neck out on the line for me to be where I am. And now I'm in a position where people are saying that to me, and it doesn't hit because I'm a dissociative ass bitch, but like
how else you gonna get through the trauma and have good skin?
That part.
You know, I'm only 38, right? I'm like,
That is the secret. Hilarious.
The secret to good skin is disassociate from your trauma.
Amazing.
It's true. But I say
That's why we are glowing.
it's another chapter. But I say that to say, I look at you and I go, I wish I could have done that. Like, I wish I could have had the career in acting the way you are now embracing it for this generation in this age bracket. Sometimes it's difficult for me to even get out of my 15-year-old brain or move forward in story. Right. And you are furthering stories that I was yelling at the top of my lungs in meetings.
Yeah. The time was wrong.
The time was wrong. And it's like, you're doing it right. Yeah. And you're making us thick, light-skinned girls with talent proud. So thank you.
One of my most favorite things is like casting. Looking for a stud, 25 to 45. Looking for a non-binary thickums. Looking for a trans mask, whatever the fuck. Let's get in there because people are like so afraid to ask. And can we do? Yes, we can. If we can't, somebody will fucking tell us. Like, let's get out there. And like, it's always been, for me, if I get the opportunity to do a show, which... Finally, thank God I aged well because it took a while. Like,
you look great.
It took a good while. Yeah. But I wanted to always see my New York, you know, and that's why their diner, their coffee shop is a drag bar, because I grew up going to the drag restaurants and bars, doing stand-up and hanging out with my friends and getting paid in drinks and staying up too late and shit. And I'm like, where the fuck is that? Netflix is in 190 countries, and so I'm just like, I know I could be funny as the day is long, but how do we make it important? How do we feel seen? Like some of the hardest, weirdest conversations I've had with my mom around sexuality or whatever the fuck has been a scene in a movie or a lyric in a song. So I'm just like, let's start that conversation in a safe space. So
back to boobs.
Let's circle all the way back to boobs.
Does anybody have a problem with when it's hot outside and you're not wearing a bra and the small drips of sweat that come from underneath the boob crease and then sometimes, depending on what you're wearing, trickle down your leg?
Oh, yes. Oh,
yeah. I think there's something wrong with that, and I need somebody to create a TikTok shop apparatus to help me with that.
Yeah. I try to like lean into it and be like, my body's working and this is what it does. But it's hard if you're like on camera or like at an important event and you know what I mean? Yeah, but like sweats. It is, the titty sweat is so real.
We also have options of shaving the titty. I don't know if you guys
shaving
have
the
Where
titty?
do you shave the titty?
You guys, I have little... You don't get little hairs?
Oh, like little nipple hairs?
Oh, yeah. I didn't see the hairs till after my surgery.
Same here.
Yeah, I didn't see the hairs after my surgery, and so I just like pick them out sometimes.
Wait, you guys didn't see them? Or
no, there was no hair.
There was no hair, but I think something must have. What am I, Doctor Oz? I'm not even on Grey's Anatomy. I don't even play a doctor on TV. So I mean, like, what is she doing?
She knows.
She went to school in Jersey, 3 different high schools, I think. I mean, it's got to be something with testosterone. That's a word. But like something that happens when you like
disrupting the
because honestly
the ecosystem
changes because I also have like pores that get filled, and when you squeeze them, it's like a little white little hair. Yes.
Okay, I have that too.
You do too? Okay.
Yes. And I do. I have that very much. I have that on this boob, and then this boob I got pierced. I had this nipple pierced, and that one. That one.
Did it hurt?
No.
Okay.
I don't have very much like nipple sensitivity.
Okay.
But I know a lot of people do. But this one does it. And it's scar tissue.
This one is like dead. This one is alive. So
I don't have that much feeling.
Okay. So I had either you had all the feeling or no feeling. And I had all the feeling. And so it was like it was a lot. It was like a London Hue special.
Huh?
It was.
Stop it.
Not that.
I thought it was tea time.
It was
It
tea
is.
time.
It is. Tell us.
Wes, is this okay, Wes? So
That sounded
Oh my God,
really
I
good.
love that.
I mean, here's the deal. I'll make a
Change.
confession. I have an inverted nipple, one
Oh.
inverted, and then one that's always at attention. So it's very.
I
we're, like,
love
the
Heidi.
same. Yeah,
what's inverted?
The nipple.
that means the nipple is in. It's like an innie versus an outie.
Oh, like a belly button.
Yeah.
It looks
Gotcha.
like I have no nipple. So then I'm like, I mean, it looks like I have a nipple. It's just like divots in.
Got you.
I love Heidi.
Yeah.
I call her
She calls her
Heidi.
Heidi, which
It
like,
is
weird.
she's hiding
She is hiding.
Oh.
and she's
Got it.
hiding, and so sometimes
it.
you have to like sneak Heidi out. But when we first dating, she was kind of embarrassed.
Not
about
kind of, very
She
much
was
so.
very
Like,
much
I
in-
was made fun of
I'm
by
sorry.
my friends when I was younger. And
Do you still talk to them?
no.
Fuck
Good.
them.
But she used to call it a crustacean. It was so weird.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
it was,
so rude.
It gave
Has
me
she,
such a
has she
had a crustacean.
Yeah, has she ever had fucking shellfish? What is she talking about?
Yeah, she liked to
First of
suck
all,
the meat out of the
I
shell.
have no clue. I have no clue. But that became my
And
nickname.
that's
It
how you
was
do Naked and Afraid, everyone. And
was
that's
so
how you do Naked and Afraid.
it was so traumatic. So I was
I'm
very
sorry.
self-conscious.
She was very self-conscious, and so when
What was the
I
lie?
hate them.
the lie was you had a piercing and someone pulled it out.
That was right. Because I had only gotten this nipple pierced.
Yes.
I only got my left nipple pierced, not my right. But then I decided that I was going to tell you that because I was so self-conscious.
And when she told me that it was an inverted nipple, guess where we were? After marriage. She didn't tell me the truth until that could have changed my decision.
How did you do that? What in the Breaking Bad? You know what? This is like Walter White.
Walter.
I love she said, guess where we were. In my head, I was like, well, like in a Popeyes parking lot? Like, I don't know. Where the fuck were we?
Popeyes.
delicious.
I know, right? I was
I'm hungry.
like, what
I
in the
mean-
boneless Kenza is going on? You know what? I really hate that your friends did that to you. I don't think that people understand that words have power. And that's why I'm just like, with stand up, when people are like, you can't say anything. Yes, the fuck you can. You just have to make it funny. If you're making somebody feel bad, like, that's why I'm like so protective of my kids, but like in an asshole kind of way. And you know, we all used to get manicures together. And my son doesn't get his nails done anymore because somebody at daycare was like, boys don't do that. And so he's like, I don't want to do that. And I want to like kick down the door and be like, shut the fuck up. This is my boy. Those are his nails. Let him fucking live his life. So I hate that. What are their names?
And I hate a
I'm just
man with
kidding.
crusty cuticles. Not a fan.
You know?
No, a
Don't
well-manicured
look at my nails,
man.
though. It's
No,
been a
that's
day. It's been-
different.
I know, but I just have to say it.
That's different. I'm
Get
talking
my
about the
nails done after
cuticles.
this.
Yes, yes.
know?
But I think that as a comedian, though, I think it's important to tell the stories of all people. I think it's important to point out everyone's flaw and point out
Yeah.
everyone's success in a joking way. I do believe in a spoonful of sugar as well. One of my
Yeah.
favorite ones is George Carlin, you know what I mean? And, you know, you have some controversy with Dave Chappelle, which I love as well, but he changed. Something happened and he no longer spoke to me at
Yeah.
a certain point. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't. And I love old school, you know what I mean?
Same.
And so when you're on that stage doing what old comedians used to, but doing it in a way that is palatable for the new community, for the new generation, I think that's really important because I learn a lot from comedians. They see the world in a different way.
People just need to work a little bit more. Just work a little bit harder. Make it funny. Make it entertaining. You can say stuff. You can, Chris Rock once said, you can say anything as long as it's funny. Make it funny. I don't know why we have to punch down on communities that are already struggling. That makes no fucking sense.
That
That's
makes
not
no
even like
sense.
fun or funny. For me, it's always going back to misogyny. Like the joke now about trans women, particularly black trans women in all these stand-up specials, you know, that, oh, they're trying to fuck. They're not trying to fuck you.
Not at all.
They're not trying. They're just trying to exist and be safe and have equal rights, you know, and not be bullied
Yeah.
and just find love. And so it's not all about you. So, you know, and it's not just men. It's a lot of the comedians that are jumping on this bandwagon. And I'm like, you know, that'll get you but so far because it really says more about you than anybody else. And I'm good on that, you know. I don't need to be popular. I don't need to be liked. I love myself and I'm loved. Like, my friends and family love me down. And I don't need that shit. There's always going to be people like that, like who are mean and nasty and got a lot of shit to say. Usually they're people you just block, like a
Disassociate.
Yeah.
You just disassociate.
You know what I
with
mean?
them.
Skincare them.
Yeah. But it sucks when they have a platform like being the president.
Here's the deal.
Yes. What's the deal?
As co-chair of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, that's me.
Okay.
I want to thank you for coming onto our show.
Oh, okay. Thank you for...
And we're just, we're
I
just
didn't
going to
want to cut you off.
Well, you're not. I'm just thanking you because you're beautiful, light, fun, friend.
She's great.
Perfect. Real freckled human.
Thank you.
And just thank you.
Oh my God.
We're toasting to you.
Toast to you.
I love toast. Toast with tea.
Oh.